Hello everyone, it's me. So I just want to say that I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing all right. I am just taking some time to edit the videos that I've recorded. Here comes Marv. Hi, honey. And it's taking a little longer than I expected. I have recorded a video that will go along with this one. Uh, it's about 2 hours long, but it expresses a little bit more about what I'm going to say in this video really quickly. So, I've been processing emotions and stuff that I've been finding out lately, about some of the people that I once followed and admired and stuff like that. And I just want to tell everybody that, I've realized that the more that I see it now with different eyes, I mean, if I can put the stronger feelings, of being upset aside and kind of sit in a place of balance with it, I realized that, there are a lot of similarities between me and these people that I once cared. Well, I still care about them and admire them, or I wouldn't really be bothering to even try and do what I'm going to try to do. But anyway, I realized the similarities and that, at any point in my journey that it could have been me, that made these kind of taken a off trail off of the path in a certain direction. And I just, oh geez. So there's a lot of people that haven't been into what I've been into, and their journey has, Marvin, has been different from mine. And that's okay. Um, I just want to say that nobody's perfect. Okay. I don't know how many times I've said that, but, and that, you know, so I realized, David Wilcock isn't channeling Archangel Michael. There is a great part of himself that has come through in the past, but things have changed over time. And I just feel like money, power, ego, and all of those things have taken a hold of David, unfortunately. So he's not channeling Archangel Michael. Corey Good made a bunch of stuff up, almost all of it. They're really not any different. Here I was holding them all up on this pedestal, you know, and I mean, I can take responsibility for my part. But the fact that, they're going around calling themselves ambassador, Elena Denon has done that too, and she's in the same boat and threw Corey Good under the bus and betrayed her friend Megan Rose. It was just a really awful thing to experience. So, and I think there's deeper rooted pains and issues that go along with these things that cause people to make the decisions that they do. A lot of it comes with desperation, because there is no way to actually prove things, especially in my own situation where I couldn't get a picture or anything of the craft that I saw. So I know this firsthand experience. So, right, so Corey Good made it all up. uh, oh, geez. And I'm not saying this judging these people, okay? This isn't a harsh, negative thing I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say, we all have things, and I'm going to end off with mine. So Santos Bonacci, I adore his work. I love watching and listening to him. But he does, in fact, drink his own urine. hmm And one time I remember he was in a live and he has big jars, glass jars of urine, like it reminded me of how people make wine. Yes. But that doesn't discredit everything else. You see what I'm saying? Like, do I need to drink pee? No. Like, if I was over at his house and he's like, "Hey, Lace, would you like something to drink?" "Yeah, I'd like some tea, but just no urine, thank you." He'd probably laugh. Just because it's not for you, it doesn't mean, that you cancel this person out completely, okay? But I just wanted to, say these things. What was the rest of them? Oh, yeah. So Ken Wheeler's kind of an arsehole. He is. He can be kind of mean and judgmental, and he gets upset. I think about the fact that he hasn't been given as much recognition as he deserves, and he does. And he's a really smart fella, but again, not perfect. And this is what I was talking about. So, you know, and damn, it's almost time for me. So, of course, I get a little anxious, and this is so, you know, the last one was Claudio Ocelli. And when I read about him saying that a custodian stuck a tracker up his nose, it reminded me of how Elena announced that there was a implant tracker put in her, but it's in another dimension that no one can see. This is your pineal gland. This is how we communicate with beings from other realms, okay? But when I read that and realized that the lady in the review was right, and that it was very most likely just the nose swabs, uh, you know, the thing is, okay, so he told everybody that a big blue alien stuck a tracker up his nose and there's an ice wall and stuff. They're all really creative people and they have great qualities about them. And it's just a true shame that they took it this way and thought that it would be for the best. It really only uplifted them. I do talk about in my long video about how these things have benefited me. Like I said, if I didn't find the Nosconfunden map, I wouldn't have written my book. I truly feel and think that these things are just meant to happen, and I suppose in the end it's how you deal with it. But now it comes to me. So, for me, especially right now, yeah, Marv, thank you for the encouragement. She goes, brrr. Um, well, I, when I said I had a crush on Claudio, and I tried to explain it more in my book, I don't get intuitive feelings like this very often, and I wasn't sure if it was the map or it was him. So I've got a crush on someone who doesn't know I exist or has never acknowledged it. And my video upcoming is, I was really nervous and I had anxiety, and that's why it's so long, because I just couldn't get to the point that, even though, like, I don't know. See, he's an astral traveler, and I've had some dreams about him. And so this whole thing has kind of caused me some distress. You know, it's not easy for me to talk about. It is pretty embarrassing, you know. Um, but I've always been looking for someone like me, and even though, I don't feel like I will take the same path that he did, and use like creative writing as spiritual education, but I never really knew that men like that existed, and I'm sure that, well, he felt to be just what I was looking for. And so it's difficult because I know what most people will think about it, whether it be limerence or part of my CPTSD, but I wouldn't even say anything if it didn't generally and genuinely, confuse me. And I don't really know what to do about it, There's no way to even ask him And the only way to get a comment responded to is to pay money. So you see, none of us are perfect. And I think they're going to start the fire alarm testing. I can hear them. So I'm going to have to go. But I just would ask that maybe we most definitely should have some mercy on these people. I'm sorry if I seem to be like I wanted Mew. I have a subscriber called Mew, and we had a conversation the other day, and it ended up going, you didn't need to crucify them. And now I think of this quite often, because you're right, I don't need to. And I don't know, I'd really like to see unity. The thing about it is that I realized after I made my He-Man video, I realized about Castle Grayskull. Grayskull is the combination of the two poles, black and white, mixed together, makes gray. So both polarities in unity, unified, that is the power of Grayskull. So, I don't know. I'm honestly curious because when you watch the 2-hour video, I tell you all the dreams that I've had about Claudio. And I just want to make it clear that, because I wasn't really sure if I should leave in some parts, but I did because it's what happened, and then I explained why. See, I say in there that I thought he must have been, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, he's got to be one of them extraterrestrials. But his energy spoke for him, and there's a definite difference between him and Corey Good, that's for sure. But, and I never felt like this about anybody else. I just want to make that clear. That I don't go around, getting crushes like this and catching feelings for somebody that I don't even know. He could be married. He could be with, I don't even know. But, it's definitely something that I've been struggling with for a while. And I've talked about it on my channel. I just haven't been able to vocalize it. I guess my weakness would be love and relationships. And I've never really gotten the chance to have proper, healthy, good ones. So my live stream coming up wasn't really meant to be like, oh, I was going to give you any advice. I was actually just going to talk about myself. I mean, if I could help anybody along the way, sure, but I was just going to try to work through this because I know that you ever see me do this? This is how I handle anxiety and stuff. I don't even know what kind of pressure point that is, but I do that naturally. But yeah, it's a difficult subject for me, and I haven't felt like this in a really long time. So, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and that's something that I have to deal with also, because I won't ever know how to recognize if my feelings are real or not, or what they mean. I made a mistake before with a guy who I thought I had this connection with, and it was devastating for me, and it makes me extremely afraid of love and feelings and relationships of pretty much any kind anymore. I've been trying really hard to work through it, but I don't really know what to do. I'm not looking for advice because sometimes it just makes me feel more depressed. Like people think that I don't know these things that they're telling me, and I'm not trying to be rude to you. It's just I have had a lot of experience, and I know what doesn't work, and I was always looking for that deep, soulful feeling. I have a hard time expressing it because I'm so nervous, and it is quite embarrassing. So I just wanted to tell you that, that I'd really like to try to fix all this mess somehow. I do believe that the truth does prevail, so I do plan on doing this, but I have to remember to do it with unconditional love. That's what I that's what I know has been done for me, especially even by the divine creators. So this is what I want for others. And if we can unify, all of us, and start telling the truth, it's not that difficult. The way that these people can fix it is to say why they felt the need to do this and then just express themselves. This is how you get to be loved for who you truly are. And I think that's what they wanted anyway, to call themselves ambassadors and say that they went over an ice wall. Because to pose as something that you're not, this clearly indicates that you wish to be seen and loved for who you are. And, well, Claudio's energy is very lovely. And I've never felt that in a man before. So at least now I know that that exists, and that it is out there somewhere. I've often thought maybe that I will have to wait until after I die to find true love, like in that movie Defending Your Life. So, if anything, all of this has just helped me understand what truly does come after I I leave this life and pass into the next. And that's how I kind of have this, I don't know, peace about things in a certain way. Because before, I didn't know the answer to that question, and I do now. And I look forward to that. I just always hope that I'd have friends and family and real soul connections in this life, in the now, in my physical life, to make memories with. And so that is not something that I can explain as to why it has never been, ever in my life, ever since my adoption when I was young. So, okay, good. Thank you very much. This is March 20th, 2025. So the video that I recorded previously is a couple days ago now. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. I have to go to this is one of the reasons why my mouth doesn't work. I'm going to get a TMJ massage at a college that does like student massage. So I'm going to pay 25 bucks and have my TMJ massage. It's just awful. My jaw is just in terrible condition. So, okay, that's what I have to do today, and I wish you a good day. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much for your support, your unconditional love, and your compassion. And I will talk with you soon as I can. If I do cancel the live stream, just understand that I'm just processing some things and I'm really trying my best, okay? It's not that I don't miss you and I don't want to talk to you and I don't enjoy hanging out, because I do. I just have some things to work out with me, okay? All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.